everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Everlasting Summer. I think I'm gonna do the bad ends. I had someone in the comment section of the last video tell me that all the bad ends are basically the same. But you know what? Why not? Why shouldn't I go check it out anyway? So I'm gonna... We have to backtrack a little bit, so... Was it day 6 or day 7? I think it's right here. Oh wait. Oh yeah, okay. So we're doing this right. I was just hungry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Much to my surprise, Liliana didn't ask any awkward questions. I have nothing to justify myself for. Wait. We have no reason to justify ourselves. I replied obnoxiously. Oh, really? Okay then, so do you think... you think all of this is normal? Fine. She paused for a few moments and turned to Slavia. Oh. Oh my god. Watching our whole lives flash before our eyes. Look, I still don't understand. What? Asked Slavia without turning. Why don't you want... And how did you expect it to be? Well, I can find a job, rent an apartment. And what can you do? Do you at least have a school leaving certificate? In fact, yes, it's lying somewhere in the closet. That's not important here. Why not? If you have a goal, you can overcome any obstacles. Moreover, they are not that big. That's what you think. Maybe you are right, but anyway, I can't understand your reaction. After all, if we just leave, that's all. That's the end.
I didn't say that.
But it's obvious.
Where did you get that idea from?
She shouted. Perhaps it was the first time I had seen Slavia like this. Well, let me put it differently. I don't just want to go back to the place where I live, and to communicate with you only by letters or phone, hoping for a chance to meet.
It will be hard for me too.
Well, what's the problem then?
You know, not everything is up to us.
Who is it up to then? Although no one would know how right she is better... Wait, hold on. My phone's being weird. Although no one would know how right she is better than I. If it was all up to me, I would have never found myself here. There are norms of society, laws, morality, ethics, after all. What do those have to do with anything? Are all of those that important? If they're not so important to you, they are important to me. Okay. I'm even ready to behave according to your standards, but there's something more important.
Maybe, but I can't so suddenly.
You don't have much time to think. My dog's at my door. Which means I have to go open it. No, stay in the bed, okay? She just wants to chill. chill out with me, I guess. Anyways, you don't have much time to think. I paused for a moment to gather my thoughts. I can only offer myself because it's the only thing I've got. Moreover, I don't know what might happen to me in an hour, but I'm sure that whatever happens, if I have to start from scratch, I want to start with you. Can I skip this? Or, you're speaking so beautifully, but imagine how I feel. For you, it's all so simple, but I have my own life that I'm used to. To change everything just like that. I had one before, too, I said softly. What? I'm saying that it's inevitable. Changes are part of life. You cannot live without facing them. Slavia looked thoughtful, stood still for some time, holding her bag in her hands, and came up to me, sat beside, and put her head on my shoulder. Okay, I believe you. If you say so, then let it be. At that moment, I felt perfect happiness. It doesn't matter that a week ago I was in a completely different world, living another life. All of that is gone, and now it seemed to me like something wild or alien. I don't even understand how I could consider that normal. Now I am less concerned about how and by whose will all this happen. Now I'm not looking for answers. Why would I when they are all right here in front of me? And I have a long road ahead, hand in hand with the person I love. And looking back makes no sense. I could sit here forever, not noticing the time, but Slavia finally looked at the clock and gently whispered in my ear. It's time. Yes, exactly. You go to the bus stop and I'll run to the camp leader's cabin to get my things. You are so disorganized! You should have gathered them in advance! Laughed Slavia. I don't have much to pack anyway. I leaped out of the house and ran towards Olga Dmitrievna's cabin. I thought you wouldn't come. Let me go back. The camp leader stood on the threshold, apparently waiting for me. Oh, I didn't know that you could select it. Wow, that's so helpful. Wow. How many episodes am I in right now? I thought you wouldn't come. I didn't reply, just bounded inside, packed my winter clothes into a bag, and ran out. Come on already, it's time. In a minute, we stood at the bus stop, together with the other pioneers. Everyone's here? Began Olga Dmitrievna. You're leaving our camp today, and I'd like to tell you something in parting. She was visibly nervous and desperately lost for words. I hope that you'll remember the time you've spent here for a lifetime, and that you'll retain only pleasant memories about Sovyanok. I also hope that you became at least a little bit better, managed to learn something, and found new friends. Just come back next year. The camp leader turned away. It seems she was trying to hold back her tears. I didn't expect her to get so emotional, but I completely agreed with everything she said. Perhaps it was the first time that I didn't turn a deaf ear to her. I think I'll miss this camp, and even Olga Dmitrievna. Although if this is the start of a new life, then why not come back here one more time? Sovyanok was far behind. The week had passed like an instant and come to an end, but that was the beginning of something new, my new life and a new world. Together with Slavia. The moon was shining, making everything as bright as day. Beyond the bus windows, endless fields were passing on occasion dressed up in gray but no less cheerful outfits, decorated in the distance with the dark green of the mighty forests. Anyway, the surroundings were the least of my concerns now. I was enjoying the moment. Well, you seemed to could be a little concerned about the fucking whatever. Slavia and I were sitting in the last row looking at the other pioneers. Ahead, Uliana was going ahead. I started going back to Uliana. I'm sorry, I meant Uliana. Was going wild. She was running through the cabin and shouting. Lena was reading a book and Alyssa were sleeping. Seems like this world is absolutely normal. And it doesn't really matter how I got here, if everything turned out so wonderfully. I became a different person, met Slavia. What are you thinking about? Life. And how is it going? Just great. She laughed softly. You know. Let it wait a little. The bus is rocking me to sleep. I will take a nap if you don't mind. Sure, go ahead. She rested her head on my shoulder and soon fell asleep. Da-da-da. The imminent arrival at the district center and a new chapter in my life didn't worry me at all. When you are on the top of the world, small things don't bother you. Therefore, I fell asleep as soon as I felt tired, with no fear of anything. Day. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh no, Slavia's not here. That's because we're getting her bad ending. Duh. Wait. Wait. No, let me read that. Will my carriage turn into a pumpkin in a few moments? Maybe the return from Sovyonak is the end of my own version of the Cinderella tale? Even so, is it really a bad end? Why? Any tale contains at least a bit of truth. I remembered Slavia stood up, shook off the snow, and went slowly into the night. I felt no sorrow, had no regrets. Maybe all this is just another episode of that tale, that warming dream which I wanted so much to continue. Why can't it repeat if it happened once already? And what if I meet Slavia in reality? I don't know, what if? Is that the end? Oh, that is the end. Wow. How long have I been recording? I got her bad ending. Well, that was a little interesting. I mean, it wasn't great, but, you know, it wasn't bad. Every story has its beginning and its end. Oh, wait, that's not the ending. This is the ending. Duh. Every story has its own outline, synopsis, prologue, and episode. Oh, that was the ending. Never mind. Oops. Well, duh, I got the achievement thing. Of course it was the ending. God, I'm stupid. Anyways, we'll be doing, I guess, looking at my guide here. Let's see. Let me see, where is my guide? Where? This one? Is this it? No, that's the other one. No. Where? I will be doing Uliana's route next episode because that's just based on the order in the guide. I'm just gonna do Uliana's route. Okay? Okay. Anyways. Well, yeah. I guess that person was right, but I like getting achievements. So, I'm just gonna do that anyways. Yeah. Yay, it's the end. Goodbye. Anyways, so with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this and would like to see Uliana's route next episode, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!